I question maybe just a quick thought from both of you. Begin with Patrice and then Jeremy. Just a thought on Patrice. This is, I think, fourth outdoor game you've been to. What, Fenway, Gillette, Notre Dame, and now this. Just your thoughts on what to expect from it, what it'll be like, and how much better it is when you win it. And then Jeremy, just your thoughts if you've ever been through an outdoor game and what you're expecting from it.
Yeah, I think it's you're right. It's my fourth one. It's been great experiences. Never really gets old. It's always a fun event to be a part of. This one is different. No fans. Beautiful landscape in the background. So looking forward to that. But yeah, I think they're all unique in their own way, and it's been fun, obviously, to be part of it. And as you said, I think any game is a lot more fun when you win. So not just the outdoor games, but any game really. So yeah, obviously that's the focus. Tomorrow is, it's still a big game and still a game that you need for the standings. So that's the mindset that we have.
Yeah, for myself, it's going to be my first one, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm sure it's going to be a great experience. Obviously, like Bergie said, there's no fan, but there's going to be a great landscape behind, and it's going to feel like playing pond hockey like we were young, so I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to it.
Chris Ryan, go ahead.
Hey, Patrice, from a hockey standpoint, is there a need to kind of simplify things in this environment? How do you go about approaching it, from that perspective? You think this will be different as well, being that it's not in a stadium and it seems like there's a more issue with the sun glare?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's that's what I've noticed over the last few outdoor games that I've had is that you need to simplify your game. The fact that you're outdoors, the fact that there's no fans around you or no stands it kind of makes it a little it's a bit of an adjustment early, and then so you definitely need to keep things simple. Don't overthink and play the game. Ultimately, we've been doing this since most of us have been 5 years old, so it brings back a lot of memories, and just try to enjoy the event and stay in the moment and take everything in.
Matt Porter.
Hi guys. For Patrice, since you've played in these games before, what has the ice been like? Has it lived up to your expectations? Do you think it's been okay? Thinking about Fenway, Gillette, Notre Dame, just kind of watching. I know you guys aren't watching the game. There have been some issues with the ice out there, and I know you haven't seen it yet. But what is your expectation? What's your experience with the ice in the past at these games?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like the ice has been good. It's been good. Looking back to Fenway, all the way through Foxborough and Notre Dame, definitely remember Notre Dame being. The ice being hard and a good glide, and the puck was moving well. So, yeah, so the ice has been really good in my experience. And, I've heard a little about this time around with the sun glare and it's a challenge. Obviously, it's the same thing for both sides. You try to make it work and find ways to, the previous questions was about simplifying your game, and I think that's a perfect example right there. If the ice is a little chippy, well, you have to kind of bring the pucks on net and keep things a little bit more north-south. And so we'll see. Hopefully they find a way. They always do a great job. Any event, they always find a way to make the things work out, and I'm sure the ice will be fine tomorrow.
Kevin Dupont.
Patrice, if you could, just try to, take a look at this, crazy year this has been, from 4 or 5 months without playing, then the bubble, no one in the stands at the bubble. You've gone through a month with no one in the stands. Now again tomorrow. I mean, just, an experience you never thought you'd have. I'm just curious, what has that been like with just no one there, and how do you imagine it's going to be when finally, if ever, we get back to normal programming, so to speak?
Yeah, it'll be special. go back to it. I think, and I've said that many times. I think when you're in it, whatever you're doing, I guess sometimes you take things for granted and you don't appreciate it as much. So I'm sure when we're gonna go back to having the fans there and supporting us and cheering for us, or vice versa, even if you're on the road and they're against you, but still the atmosphere is electric. It's gonna be special. To go back on what we're experiencing right now and you know, the bubble and now the traveling, but still no fans. I think we're all adjusted to it. We're used to it now. And you know, it is what it is. I guess it's one of those things where at times you need to create your own energy on the bench or on the ice with a big shift. And you know, the big momentum swings are different than, you know, when you have the fans and especially on the road and such like that. So I think it's just a different atmosphere, it's an adjustment, and I feel like we're there now. And again, looking forward to tomorrow's game. I think it's going to be bringing back a lot of memories from playing outdoor pond hockey, and especially now with no fans. So it's truly back to what we used to do.
I would think probably the biggest adjustment would be, you know, a big goal, a big win, an exciting moment, and there's just no sound. There's none of that sort of emotional traction.
Yeah, you're right. That being said, I think you're still there with your teammates and coaches for that matter, and it's always special no matter what. You know, scoring a big goal, getting back in a game. You know, if you go back to the games that we were down by a few goals in the third and going back and winning, you know, it's still, the energy is the same. And I feel like on the bench and after the game, you know, the excitement is still there. It's definitely different than what we used to experience in the past, but still that connectedness with your teammates is still there.
Thank you, Bergie.
Yep.
Final question in English, Jimmy Murphy.
This question's for either of you guys. I mean, just you know, based on the last game, what happened there, and just keeping within the game and the hockey here, how important is this game for you guys right now to bounce back from that last game?
Yeah, obviously, last game wasn't our best game. I think it's important to realize that, but now we push it aside and concentrate on the next game. And we've been talking about a bunch of things that collectively we need to be better. And now I think we're ready for that game tomorrow.
Perfect. I couldn't have said it better. I think Lauzon covered it all.
Thanks, guys. Anyone wants to ask any questions in French? Pause for a moment if you want to get hands up. Dan Roach, you want to try French?
No, but I just the NHL just announced that the game was moved to 7:00 Eastern time back here, 4:00 your time. Does that make any difference, Patrice? Let's just ask you. Does it make any difference? Again, they've had to adjust the time here, obviously because of the sun and what's going on with the ice.
Yeah, we were made aware of that this morning, actually. So no, I don't think it changes anything. Now that we know, we can prepare towards that and have a pregame routine and have a little bit more time before the game, I guess, to get ready. So I don't think it changes anything. As I said, I truly believe that the league will do the best job they can for us to have good ice and good environment for us to have a good game.
You can answer that in French if you'd like. I didn't mean to be rude or anything like that. So go ahead.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that in my head right now.
We'll go to Nicholas Duchamp.
Oui, salut monsieur, on vient de me voler ma question, mais non. Mais plus sérieusement, tu sais, avec tout ce qui s'est passé cette année, qu'il y a tout le temps des changements, il n'y a aucune stabilité dans ce que serait votre saison de hockey. Ce voyage-là ici à Lac Tahoe, puis c'est-tu une façon un peu de connecter ensemble pour l'équipe, puis de passer un bon moment, puis justement de faire un petit reset sur tout ce qui s'est passé, puis d'aller de l'avant?
Certainement. Je pense que c'est un peu ce qu'on s'est dit aussi en tant qu'équipe. Je pense que faut trouver des façons différentes maintenant d'avoir des connexions en tant qu'équipe, de trouver de l'esprit d'équipe. Tu sais, évidemment, normalement, c'est tu peux aller au restaurant, prendre une bouchée, peu importe. Maintenant, c'est des choses qu'on ne peut pas nécessairement faire. Par contre, il y a d'autres façons, d'autres moyens de trouver justement notre cohésion. Puis je pense qu'un voyage comme ça nous permet d'être ensemble, de nous rappeler des souvenirs d'enfance. Donc, je pense qu'il y a beaucoup d'excitation au niveau des joueurs pour le match de demain. Puis je pense que c'est une belle fin de semaine pour nous tous. Donc, c'est d'aller s'amuser, évidemment, puis de trouver une façon de... Je pense que, comme tu l'as dit, je pense que tu as bien dit, c'est un petit peu un reset, dans le milieu de la saison où on peut, après ça, regarder en avant puis retourner à la normale au niveau des matchs. Donc, c'est comme un bel événement pour nous.
We'll go next to Sergey.
Hi guys, the question for both of you. What do you remember from your previous games against Philadelphia this year? And do you think that it will be easier tomorrow because they have a lot of injuries?
Is it in French or are we doing it in English?
No, you do it in English.
Yeah, I think we're just concentrate on our team. I know they have some injuries, but they're still going to come here to play. So I'm sure they're gonna show up. So I'm sure they're gonna be excited to play outdoor like us. So it's gonna be a great game. So I don't think it matters if they have injuries or no. I still think that they're gonna bring it, and we're gonna be ready for it.